does the artist tell the entire story with such few strokes?
The aura of the negative space is inherently resonant in the over-specificity. Hey, where's the free wine?
Thanks, Tim. I'm at the site of Rahul Rain's latest masterpiece, which he has just unveiled, and the audience is stunned. Mr. Rains, can you tell us truly what this means to you?
Why, yes, of course. You see, if you look deep into the blue circle, you can see the blue and how it represents rain. An eye, the deep inner workings from within our psyche, and your beautifully apathetic smile reminds me of the Mona Lisa.
What's with the microphone?
So, what do you think of my new piece? I call it The Lost Bird, shrouded in its cobalt shadow of sensitivity.
It's a blue circle.
What are you, an art critic?
Call me when you make real art.
I'll have you know, that painting is selling for $20 million.
It wouldn't even be worth stealing.
Everyone stay calm. The police will have no problem locating the thief.
Sir, we're having a problem locating the thieves.
Chief, what do you mean we're having a problem locating the thief?
Well, they didn't leave behind any clues, and we don't have any leads. Also, could you stop calling me Chief?
Could you excuse me a second? Chief, so sorry about that. Please continue your thought.
Oh, thank you. I was just going to ask if you could please stop calling me Chief.
We have more important matters at hand. Chief, do you mind if we go to your office and file a report?
No, of course not.
Okay, perfect.
Mr. Rain, I can assure you, we're doing everything in our power to recover your painting. Just let us do our job. We don't need your help.
Coming from a man who's only ever won participation ribbons.
Get out of my office.
Hello?
Ophelia, what do you need?
You called me.
Yeah, I need you to help me find my painting.
Rahul, shouldn't you be contacting the police?
Chief isn't being very cooperative right now. I can't do this on my own.
Why should I help you? I've only known you for a few scenes.
Because you don't want to spend the rest of your life watching reruns of Malcolm in the Middle.
How did you know that?
Because I've been watching you.
Fair enough.
Meet me at the Dalton Park Library at 6:30.
So, what's the plan?
Do you really expect me to come up with everything?
Well, do you have any clues?
Good point. I'll call Chief. Hey, Chief. Do you have any clues?
Clues about what?
About my painting.
Painting? I'd call that thing a masterpiece. Dude, you're the next Bob Ross.
Really?
You bet. That happy little circle is spectacular.
Aw, Chief.
Also, could you stop calling me Chief? My name's not...
Alrighty. Thanks, Chief. Love you. Bye. So, we know that the thief is somewhere within this radius of the gallery.
Did the chief tell you that?
Was I supposed to ask him? Anyway, but for the sake of plot and for the audience, I'm going to correctly assume that he's in this building, right? Yeah. Okay, so meet me there at 3 a.m. We'll need rope, ski masks, flashlights, and a pineapple.
Why do we need a pineapple?
You asked too many questions.
Was this really necessary?
What do you mean? Of course this was necessary.
What I mean is, I don't think all this is worth your painting of a blue circle.
Excuse you? Are you referring to the lost bird?
I don't think it's as good as you think it is.
Listen! I'm the greatest painter since Bob Ross.
Well, if it's so important to you, it's right there.
That's a copy. There it is. Now let's go beat the devil out of this thief. There he is! That's the thief! You okay? Do you need some water?
No.
Here, I have some in my bag. Here, take some.
If you insist.
Back to the point. That painting belongs to me. And now it's time for me to take it back using force.
What is that supposed to mean?
I think this is the part in the story that we're supposed to fight.
Is that really necessary?
What? Chief? Chief?
My name's not Chief.
What's your name then?
Not Chief.
Well, no, it's not Chief. Tell me your name.
Rahul, my name is not Chief.
Let me take you back to when I was a small child, January 8th, 1963. The same day the Mona Lisa was unveiled at America's National Gallery of Art, my father attempted to steal her. He had to choose between the Mona Lisa and me, the Chief. He chose her. I was left stranded with nobody to protect me, except the police force. He was imprisoned for the rest of his life. I knew I had to finish what my dad started.
Sorry, but this is just the most uninteresting monologue ever. And that's saying something. $1 million. These paintings are all I have. I'm the greatest painter since Bob Ross. People love that piece more than they love me.
you mind driving? I had a little too much of the free wine. Come on, buddy.